Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner at the White House in July. Tom Brenner, The New York Times. Until their father's personal lawyer intervened, Ivanka and Donald Trump Jr. were under criminal investigation by Manhattan prosecutors for possibly defrauding buyers of units in the Trump Soho development, according to an investigation by ProPublica, WNYC and The New Yorker. An email showed the siblings discussed how to coordinate false information they had given to prospective buyers, according to the report. The Manhattan District Attorney, Cyrus Vance Jr., acknowledged that he dropped the case after a visit from President Trump's lawyer Mark Kasowitz, who has contributed to Mr. Vance's political campaign, but said he did so because it was the right thing to do. Perhaps it was, and perhaps the president's son and daughter did nothing criminal. But the deceptive behavior at the heart of the case would be familiar to anyone who's observed Mr. Trump's business career. The hustler is in the White House now, and members of the Trump family, with the cloud of suspicion that now constantly surrounds him, are top advisors. It's recently come to light that Ms. Trump and her husband, Jared Kushner, both top administration officials, have been using at least 3 different personal email accounts for some government business, in potential violation of Federal Records Acts. Mr. Kushner didn't reveal his use of private email in a lengthy interview with Senate investigators who are looking into the possibility of collusion between the Trump campaign and the Russian government in undermining the 2016 election. USA Today revealed on Wednesday that shortly after Robert Mueller, the special counsel investigating those possible ties, asked for related White House records, the couple rerouted personal email accounts to Trump Organization servers. The White House levied small fines on both Mr. Kushner and Ms. Trump in late August for filing late updates to their financial disclosures, McClatchy reported this week. Such fines are rare, but this was a second fine for late filing by Mr. Kushner. Mr. Kushner has repeatedly botched legally required disclosures of his business assets, and omitted Russian contacts on his security clearance form, asserting that despite the assistance of a cadre of experienced lawyers, he just can't seem to get the paperwork right. Some national security experts have said that if he weren't the president's son-in-law, Mr. Kushner would have been denied clearance under such circumstances. Since Ms. Trump entered the White House, her apparel brand has benefited or sought to benefit from trademark decisions in China, Japan, Kuwait, Qatar, Panama, Brazil and elsewhere. Ms. Trump and Mr. Kushner like to be seen as moderating influences in the chaos of the Trump White House. John Kelly, the president's chief of staff, appears to recognize that Mr. Kushner and Ms. Trump are a drag on a White House already plagued by problems. Let's also hope that he can persuade the Trump family members to deal more forthrightly with the American public than they did with their investors. A version of this editorial appears in print on October 5, 2017, on page A22 of the New York edition with the headline "Would You Buy a Condo from the Trumps?"